Now, our second thing, and this is where we're going to take another step, is our community. Our community. We want to increase the missional impact of Houston's First in our community by expanding and improving our facilities and our ministries. Do you know that since 1841, we're standing on the shoulders of people that have been building and been seeing this church grow? From 1841, God has been at work, and we're standing on the shoulders of generations before. As we were worshiping just a moment ago, I was thinking about the fact that, or we were actually in the back praying beforehand, and we're praying, and I just told the worship team, I said, you know what's amazing is somebody way back when was talking about building this facility. And then I got to be a part of redoing this facility and seeing all the things that we saw in the video. And I heard y'all laugh when you saw that young picture of me. I want you to know, I heard you, okay. And why didn't y'all tell me my clothes didn't fit very well, you know? But we've seen the backs, that we've been standing on these backs and these shoulders, building upon other people's generosity. It's been amazing. And we want to continue to do that. Continue to do that. I love this phrase. This guy's name is C.T. Studd. He was a missionary to India, Africa, and China. He's got a great quote, but first of all, he's got a great name. Let's don't miss the name. C.T. Studd. I mean, how about that as a name, right? Be like Bond, James Bond. It's like, no, Studd, C.T. Studd. You know, you're like, this dude's something, right? And not only that, he was a missionary, so that was cool to go to all those places. Can you imagine being a missionary to India, Africa, and China? Here's what he said, though. Here's the quote. The light that shines the farthest shines the brightest at home. The light that shines the farthest shines the brightest at home. So you're going to see in just a bit, we're going to talk about shining the light really, really far out into the world. But right now we're talking about shining the light really, really bright at home. So what we want to do is we want to shine that light in a tremendous way. And the first part of this community part is a new future for our Sienna campus. Our Sienna campus has been growing like crazy, absolutely incredible, an amazing part of our city. And I want you to watch this video to give you an expression of what's happening and where we're going with building our community in our Sienna campus. The last couple months, we've been looking for a new pastor at our Sienna campus to be our Sienna campus pastor. The person that'll take at our Sienna campus and take the vision and minister and go forward with that. And the Lord has led us to right here on our own staff, Malcolm Marshall. God has put it on his heart and our heart. We're standing for you. We love you. We're behind you 100%.
I knew at some point the Lord was going to call me to pastor. And lo and behold, I go on a mission trip to Costa Rica. I can tell you, it was in 2016. I have a dream one night on this mission trip. And in this dream, I sensed the Lord saying, update your resume. And I'm thinking, okay. I've learned though, when the Lord says stuff that kind of sounds like, I've learned just, all right, Lord, 2 months to the day I had that dream, I was asked to submit my resume for this position.
We started off little. I have seen exponential growth because this place embodies what I would call a home church.
We've seen people come to Christ. We've seen kids get baptized. We've seen lives changed. I know my life has changed.
I've seen families move from cultural Christianity to an abiding faith in Jesus that says my life on a Thursday afternoon is still wholly submitted to the Lord. It's not a Sunday thing. It's not a Wednesday thing.
The church really is a family itself. Here, you're really known by name. You're coming and you're really truly cared for.
Did we even go anywhere else?
No.
No.
The people here just continue to develop a relationship with you, and it makes you feel very comfortable.
We really wanted to find a church community where we could grow with the church. When we settled down in Pearland, we tried here and immediately felt.
The moment we walked in, it was like, okay, this feels right.
Yeah.
Considering the fact that we lived here, moved away, and one of the biggest reasons we moved back to this neighborhood is for this church.
Mm-hmm. We're the hands and feet of Jesus, and we show the love of God to people, even through our differences.
Sienna is in a part of Fort Bend County, which is the most ethnically diverse county in America.
We have someone from all over the world, right here in our own neighborhood. And so we have an opportunity to reach out to the world without ever getting very far.
Sienna is one of the fastest growing cities in the country right now. So all of these new people that are coming in, our role is really going to be to reach out to all these new people because they may not know Christ, they may have never heard about Jesus.
Sienna as a master plan community is not completely developed. By 2028, if the numbers bear themselves out, there are gonna be probably 100,000 more people in this area. Practically speaking, one of the needs we have is a facility that will allow us to accommodate the growth that is happening here in this part of the city.
On like a Sunday morning, we're sitting in LBS, maybe we're praying for somebody, but in the background you hear the drums really loud from downstairs, or you need to go to the restroom, but there's kids running around everywhere.
When you're passing people in this area, you're, hey, you know?
You can't help but bump into people and meet them and
you
talk to them.
You have to meet new people like that.
It's a good thing, it's a good problem to have, right? We have more people coming.
We're growing. The biggest thing God will do for us here is a new facility because I know that people are coming.
I can just see us outgrowing this place really, really fast. Whenever we have events here, people come out. And we do a lot of stuff outside, but it's really hot in Houston, if you haven't noticed.
The ability to create a safe space for people who maybe are not completely open to Jesus, but they are open to a place where their kids can come and enjoy themselves. They're open to a place where we can have honest discussions about what does it mean to raise kids and raise families in this day and in this time. Certainly there are some of those things around this area, but none of them through the lens of Houston's First.
So if we have a bigger place, we will fill it up. I am sure about that.
I don't think it's necessarily about having a nice facility or having the best of everything, but it's having a space that works for what we're trying to do. We all love Christ. That's our singular goal here, is to love him and proclaim him, and I think we can all get under that banner.
None of the stuff we have outside of our relationship with Jesus, that stuff's not going with us when the Lord calls us home. And so the ability to contribute to something bigger than ourselves, the ability to contribute to something that's going to continue to expand God's name and fame in the earth, that's an opportunity that if we're in him, we would be foolish to not step into. What could God do if you were willing to say yes to the next right thing and this be the next right thing?
That's so awesome. Malcolm and Stacy, will y'all just raise your hands right back here? There's Malcolm and Stacy. We love you guys. Doing a great job. So cool, so cool. Well, Malcolm just gave you all the pretty pictures on the video. I get to give you the math problem of how much it's going to cost, of how it is. But we're excited about Sienna. I don't know if you realize, but the number 9 growing place in the country is our Cypress area, what our Cypress campus is. And number 15 growing in the entire country is the Sienna area, which is amazing that God's placed us in 2 campuses right in those spots. So this is what we want to do with our community, is we want to build a campus out there, even more so worship center. You saw some of the pictures. And it's going to cost about $17.7 million is what it's going to be. 12.7 million of that will be from Kainos that we're talking about right now. And then we anticipate borrowing 5 million for a total cost of $17.7 million to be able to build a facility out there that will be able to accommodate that growth and to be able to reach our community in even a greater way.